We should be deliberate every day, observe the precepts, set aside time for our formal practice. To start, simply pick an object as a home base to observe the mind from. For those of us that like watching the breath, just observe the breath happily without needing to make it calm. Or chanting, just chant happily and watch the mind. No need to try to make the mind still. Or watch the abdomen. Watch the body walk, sit, stand, or move in different postures. We pick an object that we are comfortable with to observe the mind from. For example, breathing. Just observe the breath happily. When the mind drifts, know so. When the mind focuses into the breath, know so. When the mind is happy, unhappy, good, bad, just simply know so. Breathe and observe the mind. Or chanting. Just chant happily. When the mind drifts away from the chant, know so. When the mind calms while chanting, know so. When the mind gets restless while chanting, know so. Chant and observe the changing nature of the mind. Or watch the abdomen, watch the body. When the mind drifts away from the object, simply know so. When the mind focuses into the object, know so. Whatever the mind does, simply know so. This is a formal practice. So we all have to practice every day. Set aside 15 minutes. I'm not asking for much. Pray and do some chanting, maybe for 5 minutes, not excessively. Then choose an object of meditation and be aware whenever the mind drifts from it. Whenever chanting Buddho or watching the breath, we observe the mind drift into thinking, into the breath, or anywhere else. With more practice, mindfulness will see the drifting, and an upright mind will arise automatically. There are many aspects to Dhamma practice. The formal practice is one part. Life practice is another part. The formal practice is a supporting factor. It makes us stronger in daily life practice. The most important path is the daily life practice. It is in our everyday life. If we are only good at meditation, but never practice in daily life, we cannot progress. Therefore, you must practice formal meditation every day so our mind will be energized. Samadhi can't be neglected. The weakness of lay people is samadhi and consistency. These two are big problems for lay people. To fix this problem, we need to have discipline. We must practice every day. Every day, we need to practice formal meditation. Then we will have consistency, samadhi, and energy. Consequently, in daily life, we will be able to cultivate mindfulness and wisdom. If our samadhi is not enough, we can't see phenomenon. It's like rippling water when we can't see things at the bottom of the pond. If the pond is still, we can see through to the bottom of the pond. Keep practicing, keep learning. Take 15 minutes a day to do formal meditation. Pay respect to Buddha and do chanting. Breathe out and know it. Breathe in and know it. Or do walking meditation and be aware of that. See the body moving with the observing mind. Keep knowing when the mind wanders off, or do sitting meditation and watch the body sitting. See the body breathing with the observing mind. If the mind drifts to thought, just know so. If the mind stays fixed at the breath, just know so. Be aware of mind moving back and forth. In formal practice, try to work on this mindfulness a lot. The mind will have correct concentration and become the knower. Once gaining such quality of mind, cultivate wisdom in daily life. Without correct concentration, the mind is not the knower. It cannot truly develop mindfulness in daily life. The mind will be too busy. In developing wisdom, if restless, do calmness meditation. Breathe out and know it. Breathe in and know it. If you have 2 minutes to do meditation, do it for 2 minutes. If you have 5 minutes, do it for 5 minutes. Gradually collect this kind of mindfulness every day. Then you will progress in daily life practice. First, be mindful by seeing that there is a body and mind. Later, we will see the truth of these things. The first stage of wisdom is realizing that there is no us. Reaching the ultimate wisdom, we realize there is but suffering. The mind will let go. The mind will develop step by step until truly liberated. We need to do our own work to liberate ourselves. Nobody can do this for us. No angel nor God can do this for us. We have to free ourselves from getting lost in our own thoughts.